Okay, when we started reading this book, the Tortoiseshell and Other African Stories, they are a type of folklore, folk tale. Okay? And we said they were called pourquoi tales. What did that mean? Do you remember? Pourquoi tales.
Told for many years.
They are told for many years and are passed down. People keep telling them from generation to generation. But what did pourquoi mean? The word pourquoi meant why, right? So these are why tales. They explain something. So the first one we started reading was why what?
The tortoise.
Why the tortoise had
Cracks on the shell.
cracks on his shell, right? Because when we first started reading, his shell's nice and smooth. So this pourquoi tale, or this folk tale, is explaining how the tortoise got the cracks on his shell. So yesterday we read about Tortoise and his wife. And what plan did Tortoise come up with? First of all, what problem did he have? He had a problem, Ava. What was Tortoise's problem?
Tortoise never went, he has a friend and it's like a vulture, and he couldn't see it because it was up in a tree. So his plan is to get wrapped up, and when Tortoise comes down, they'll say that they're out of fruit, so Tortoise will trade them.
Right. So he never gets to go visit Vulture. Vulture always has to come to his house. Okay? And because of that, he feels guilty. He feels bad. He feels like he needs to go and visit Vulture sometimes. So he comes up with this plan. Now, what does his wife think about the plan, Ashton?
She kept saying, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work, right?
And I think she said that she told him that he's going to get hurt.
Okay, so she gave a warning. What else did his wife think? I'll give you a hint. She said, I rolled my big brown eyes. If you're rolling your eyes, what do you think?
Sarcastic.
Yeah, she's being sarcastic, right? She's showing a little bit of sarcasm in here. All right, so we're going to pick up on page 6. And the only vocabulary that I want to point out is the word parcel. And if you look down, it is in the second paragraph, and it says parcel of rice. Can everybody see that? Parcel?
Mm-hmm.
So when you come to that word, we pronounce it as parcel. And it means that it's a thing or a collection of things that is wrapped into something. All right? Usually wrapped in like that brown paper. Okay? They call it a parcel. So when you're talking about a parcel of rice, he's going to be wrapped up like a parcel of rice. It's something that is going to be wrapped up. Yes, sir.
Turtles are different. See how that one's light green, and on this one,
It's darker green, so the illustrations are a little different. We'll see if that has anything to do with the story. All right, we'll see if the color has anything to do. So what I want you to do is I want you to read through page 6, and at the end I want you to be able to explain why Turtle has a cracked shell. Okay. I'm going to listen in to Dylan and William. So Dylan, if you could whisper read, please.
I wish he hadn't gone. I'm out of fruit, and I can't go to the market, she told Vulture. The tall brown bird scratched his head with his wing. Is there anything I can do to help? Could I trade you for some apples? I will give you this parcel of rice. I would be very grateful to you. Vulture said that would be fine. He took the package and said goodbye. With a few quick flaps of his wings, Vulture flew into the sky. Vulture flew higher and higher. Tortoise could feel the cold air. He wanted to see the view from the sky. He poked his head through the wrapping. My, what a sight, he cried. Everything looks...
Go ahead and finish reading on your own. Nice job. William, can I have you start right here, please?
Okay. Vulture flew higher and higher. Tortoise could feel the cold air. He wanted to see the view from the sky. He poked his head do the wrapping. My, what a sight, he cried. Everything looks so smooth. He laughed hysterically. Vulture was startled. He let the package fall. Tortoise fell to the earth. Crash! He landed on his shell. It cracked. Since that day, Tortoise and Vulture have not been friends. You can still see the cracks in Tortoise's shell.
Okay, did everybody finish? All right. One word that I didn't draw your attention to was hysterically. Did anybody have trouble with that word? Hysterically? What does it mean if you laugh hysterically? William?
Without stopping.
Without stopping, kind of out of control. We were thinking on the same terms. Out of control, right? He's laughing hysterically. He can't control himself. All right? Becca kind of does that some days at the end of the day, right, Beck? All right, laughing hysterically. Okay, so explain to me. How did Tortoise get a cracked shell? What happened?
He poked his head out of the package and he started talking, and Vulture got startled and dropped the package.
Okay. Why would Vulture be startled? What was he? I'll leave it at that. Why was he startled?
Because he was suspecting rice and then he seen a turtle.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Say you're walking home with a package and you're expecting it to be some food, nothing alive, and all of a sudden the package starts talking. All right, you're probably going to react like that, right, Ava? Your eyes are going to get wide. You're going to be a little stunned. Our vocabulary word from the K. A little stunned there. And you're going to end up spilling that package wherever it is. So when Vulture dropped Turtle, that's how his shell got cracked. Now, the one statement, it says here, Tortoise and Vulture have never been friends. Have not been friends since then. What does that mean? Think about it for a second. Tortoise and Vulture haven't been friends since. What does that mean? Ava, what are you thinking?
Maybe like they haven't been, like, since Vulture cracked the shell and Tortoise is mad they're not friends and they're mad at each other because Tortoise played a trick on Vulture.
Okay. Does it really mean that they're not friends, though? Or could this possibly be explaining something else? Possibly. Think about it. Vulture. Any kind of vulture. We had said it's a big bird. What does it feed on? It could feed on other dead things, other dead carcasses, or small rodents. Do you think maybe a turtle might be on that list, that menu? Yeah. So not only are they explaining why turtle has a cracked shell, or tortoise has a cracked shell, but they're also explaining that vultures and turtles aren't friends. Who's the predator? Vulture. So that makes tortoise his prey, right? Very good. Okay, in your reading response journal, tomorrow we're going to read about frog having no tail. In your reading response journal, I would like you to just jot down a quick note how turtle got its shell. So write a quick summary about the events that happened. Okay? And I want you to predict why frog has no tail. So you're going to do two things for me in your reading response. You are going to write a quick summary as to why turtle has a cracked shell. And then you're going to write a prediction of why you think frog has no tail. And do not look ahead. Okay? Don't look ahead. Don't spoil the story. Does everybody understand what they're doing? Okay. Head back to your seats. I'm sorry? No, because we didn't read yesterday. So you just do 8 and 9. I just won't see you today. And I'll see the other group. You already read it.
Look at this. I was looking and I remembered my big box of colored pencils with 50 of them.
Oh, nice. Hey, can you pause this?
Yeah.
Just hit the red button. Try not to move it. Yeah.